Friends, I've always said West Africans are the problem of West Africa, not anyone. We are our own problem. West Africans, nobody is fighting us. We are fighting ourselves. Even our own shadow scare us. From when we were pagans, all pagans, till when we start having Christians and then Muslims, whatever we have, colonization, whatever came in, our dishonest nature make nothing to work. Watch this video and you will see what I am saying. You see the young man in this video. Every time he speaks, look at the man down in the video. One thing he always likes saying is, democracy is bad. Democracy is bad. And so, we need united Africa. How? Democracy is bad. Every day he wants military rule to come in. Democracy is bad. No one democracy. What he doesn't realize is that from the video he himself is playing here, it shows that the problem is not democracy. That anything we bring in because of our evil nature, including him, nothing will work. Hey, whatever we do until we change our mindset, until we understand that democracy works for those who are honest, not dishonest people. You have a pastor in a church telling people to come and give him their money in the name of God. We used to say in the name of our idols to spend the money. And some of you have got this habit when we say, look, we need ECOWAS for ECOWAS to work. And that no nation in West Africa can leave ECOWAS. We honestly have to make ECOWAS work together. But if you decide to go, you can't go by military rule. You have to go by civilian rule. And you will need a referendum. And quietly we allow you to go. There's no fight. But if you say you are going, remember what happened in the American Civil War. You are pushing us to go to that. For now, we've lifted all the sanctions because without our sea, you can't get anything imported. All of us are dependent on import. The cost of everything is so expensive. And our dishonest leaders are not helping. Then you say no. Because at the time you came in, your country joined the ECOWAS, and that makes you a citizen of ECOWAS. At that time, there was no referendum. So why do you need referendum? That's what they are telling me, to leave. They can leave when they want to leave. And this attitude and behavior is why we are where we are. You can't leave just because you want to leave. There are rules. You join an association with a rule. When you are in that association, you will follow all the rules. And I told you something. When Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger said they have left, where are they going to? Do you know they are still paying ECOWAS tax? They are paying ECOWAS tax. Because anything that comes through the sea, ECOWAS collect tax on it. So if you like, don't come to ECOWAS meeting. You are stuck there. Now, you are clever enough to know that at the time the ECOWAS was formed, almost all West African leaders were military rulers. All. They were military rulers, agree. But as military rulers, they then realized that they need the ECOWAS, and the ECOWAS can only work under democratic system. So tell me, all of them transition all into civilian rule because that is the condition for ECOWAS to work. Rawlings, transition. Yaya Jammeh, transition. Even Yadema, transition. Mention one, all to civilian rule. Then what didn't we do right? That is what we should be talking about now. That is what we should be talking about now. What we didn't do right, that today we have some of our brothers who are going back to military rule? It's very simple. What we didn't do right is that we started failing to understand that military rule will not work. A democratic rule must be real democracy. In other words, we will create the ECOWAS Parliament. And in this Parliament, all the people who are eligible for voting in West Africa will vote directly for the members of the ECOWAS Parliament, so that we have a common law. That if we want to create industries, that law will help us to create the industries. If we want to go to war, that law will allow us to go to war. So we will start industrialization and everyone. So like European Union, each country will govern and do their thing. But together, we'll be working as a common family. So the ECOWAS will provide leadership, while in each country, each is doing what they have to do. When there is a problem, we can step in because the lawmakers are the same at the level of the ECOWAS. Is that not what the Americans did? When their colonies came together to form the Union of American States, that today the United States of America. Is that not what the Europeans have just done? We are looking at it. So, the only enemy we have now is you. And let me tell you something. You see, now that Bassirou Diomaye Faye has become the president of Senegal, remember, initially ECOWAS put sanction, so Mali cannot bring anything into Mali. Burkina Faso need Cote d'Ivoire. Niger need Nigeria to transition their things through. So when we block it, nothing can go in. And we are all import dependent. In Ghana today, the cost of everything we buy is expensive because everything is imported. And this is a pressure on the whole of West Africa. Because when you are importing something from a country, the economy of that country is what decides what you do. We want to produce inside. If, assuming Diomaye Faye decided, assuming Diomaye Faye decided, Bassirou, that he want to have a special relationship with, for example, Mali, because there is a railway line from Dakar to Bamako that brings in everything. I've sat on those trains for so many times as a teacher in the Gambia, between Ghana and Gambia. And let me tell you something. He cannot do that. Anything that comes through the sea, ECOWAS will take the money. Why are we now becoming so daft? So daft. We are waking you up. It is better we go in and make the ECOWAS work than saying we are bringing Wagner Group. This one say, and Tinubu now is saying they are going to, now they are doing African counterterrorism with United Nations. And that man is the chairman of ECOWAS. He doesn't even know the difference between ECOWAS and Africa. Africa is the business of the African Union. West Africa is the business of ECOWAS. So when you have the chairman of ECOWAS saying he is in collaboration and they are launching African counterterrorism check, the man is not okay. See, it's true the so-called people we are electing are letting us down because we are only electing the presidents. In our countries, we are electing people to go to our parliament in our countries. But when you go to the level of ECOWAS, we are not intelligent enough to understand that the members of the ECOWAS parliament, like the president, must be voted directly. So the people from the corrupt parliament of our countries are the same people who choose themselves to go to ECOWAS. They don't have any power. We need to change this. This is the only thing, that choice we have. Military will not solve any problem. And as for those of you who, out of your total ignorance and dishonesty, saying, we will carry out Malema must win in South Africa for us to save Africa, you save yourself. We need to save ourselves in ECOWAS. Go and change your mindset. When they say change Ghana, they say change your mind, your own mind. we have a problem. We need to sit down. Voting directly will solve this